Hello there, I am Cheekster, the cheekiest of cheeky ones, and this is I Am NIMA. We both are somebody. And this game, now I'm going to preface hand ready. This game is about being a daughter trying to convince your mother that you are her daughter. There are themes of neglect, child neglect, issues, something to do with an eye not being too good, and then there are problems potentially with bugs. Now, this is what the devs warned us before going in with. So let us begin said demo. N I M DNA NIMA. Blankets, suffocating skulls. NIMA? Question mark. Are you? Okay. It looks like I will narrate. I may not do a great job because I've had a lot of sugar. Okay. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. The perfect, undulating prison for you to spend eternity. An irritating yet familiar voice scratches at your brain, and you find yourself violently awoken by a mysterious figure. It worked. You're breathing. Okay, here we go. Okay. First off, I can see that vicious face there. Look. Who is this person? They're looking at me. Am I at a table or tied to a table? The air is cold and stagnant. The walls that surround you provide the room with a distinct lack of natural light. You are underground. Dozens of boxes overflowing with trinkets and toys bring a strange sense of comfort, possibly familiarity. That comfort, however, dissipates as you realize that you're tied to a chair that you're sitting in. A bungee cord holds your head up. Okay. The stranger stands across the room, hesitating to approach, their eyes staring right into you. They think they know you, but they don't. But do they? Okay, everybody, we have options. Expand. What does expand mean? Oh, right. We have stranger. How do we do that? NIMA! Is that you? Oh, we're combining words. Welcome to Cheekster's Learning Hour. NIMA, is that you? Right, now we have love, fear. Oh, love and family turned into lonely. Okay, then we'll say lonely love. No, that doesn't blend. Sorry. What other words do we have? Lonely. NIMA is lonely. Mum as well. Oh. Mum eats. Work. Is that you? Shit. Hang on. Hold on. Lonely. Here. Lonely. Family. Dad. Interesting. Work. Marine biologist. No. I should have just clicked on... Ignore that bit. Words in your brain can be combined to unlock new words. Yes. All words are stored in your library after they're unlocked. When you're done, words can be dragged from your brain down to your mouth to unlock new dialogue options. That's interesting. Who is NIMA? I am NIMA? Question mark. Just tell her whatever she wants to hear. You open your mouth, making a warning screech, keeping your throat closed. You make a hollow scream by raking air across your vocal cords. I don't know. Predator was in the box. That's all I can say. Predator was in the box. Now, what I also want to know, furthermore, to expand upon expansions, why are these in boxes and these ones are not? I'm unsure. Are these compatible with these? Let's do love and paleontologist. No. Are love like action words? Or description word? I don't know. Nima. Mum. Nima loves mum. Okay. The figure steps back. You can't speak? Get a hold of yourself. Just tell her your name. Right, okay. My name is Nima. Okay. Meep meep. Yeah, what happened? Wait, yes. It's coming all back to me now. Your name is Nima Lee. It's quite a good name, actually. A slight tension is released from her shoulders. Ah. Well, you were... She trails off, staring at you longingly. You wonder if she will continue, but all she manages to muster is a plastered smile. Let me get you some food first, says Mama. Meep meep. Food, please. As the figure disappears up the stairs, she turns to look at you with a suspicious gaze. One last time. She did not untie you before she left, however. Concerns are arising. Okay. A sopping wet bowl of slop is gently presented to you. That's a dead fish. She doesn't even know what food is. Is that a wedding ring and a crystal? Oh no. The odour, reminiscent of wet dog and dirty socks, is masked by the overwhelming amounts of soy sauce to blanket such shame. Your nose begins to shrivel like a worm left out in the sun. Mum unties your hands, but leaves your waist and head fastened to the chair. With some effort, you can now eat your gruel. She places a small, dull spoon in your now free hand. She's even uglier up close. The mum says, Okay, Nima, before you eat, we need to have a little talk. She doesn't look happy. There was an accident. Your memories may have been affected, and I want to ensure you're okay before everything goes back to normal. You're going to be living and sleeping in the basement for now, for your own protection and mine. Can you untie me, Mother? You're tied up for your own safety. If you fall unconscious, I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. It's all about safety. Just follow her rules, and then we'll be free. Said every child ever. Sorry. You're not a prisoner. This is just a controlled environment for you to heal in, okay? Does she remember me, or do I remember her? You look at the bowl of food, and then back up at her. You try to nod, but your head just bounces in your binds. Alright, so starting tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing you items. I want you to think of how these items make you feel. If they bring back any memories. For now, let us start with something simple, as an example, perhaps. She takes the bowl of gruel and pushes it towards you. Mother says, what does kongi make you think of? You can start to eat while we talk, if you like. You hesitate, looking down at the bowl of slop, then back at her. Although she claims there are no wrong answers, you know that is not true. She is looking for a specific response, and we must study her. She is a predator in the jungle, and we are the prey. We must understand its movements, understand its thought processes, and understand where we sit within its personal psychological domain. Try connecting ideas in your mind and see where those trains of thought lead you. Tell me what you're thinking about. Okay, Kongi and hungry. Disgust. That's definitely one. Mother. Nope. Mother is not predator. Dad? Nope. Family. Family dinners. Reminds me of family dinners. Your mother perks up at this. See what I did there? You might not have seen, but it was a micro move. Prepare yourself. Oh! Good. Family dinners. Because family, the word, represents compliance. Let's begin. Well, to me. That would have been a long time ago, though, however. But that's a good sign. You have some long-term memories. Okay, so we haven't been munching at the table for some time together. Okay. Disgust. Ew. Despite every fibre of your being screaming at you not to, you bravely force a single spoon of piping hot congee down your throat. It's congee. Overwhelmed by the pungent taste of Mum's unconventional methodology of cooking, you spit it back out. Better to starve to death than endure another mouthful of this over-seasoned nightmare. Unsurprisingly, Mum looks away in shame and apologizes for a culinary travesty before you. I guess my cooking hasn't improved then. I'm sorry, Mum. I can't eat this. Well, you have to eat something. So it's only a matter of time until you eat my slop. Can we order takeout? She cringes. The notion of spending money on greasy, fast food when there is a perfectly fine congee at home seems to cause her physical anguish. You know what? I have some burger coupons upstairs. I've been saving them for a special occasion. To be determined if she'll remember to actually do this. Yes. Ha. She's going to feed us, right? You yawn. The bowl of congee certainly chased away your appetite. Now you'd prefer to find a nice den to crawl inside like a little animal and go sleeps. Mom sets the bowl aside and lets out a long sigh. She stares at you intently, preparing for something. How much of the accidente do you remember, my dear? You shake your head. Something's just come to you. But as far as you're concerned, everything that happened before you woke up in this basement, it simply feels like a dream. Ah, swimming has arrived. You were swimming. You hit your head. You're lucky I was able to rescue you. You clutch your head as a bolt of pain travels from the top of your cranium down your spine. Ow. Pain. Lots of pain. Rock. Oh, wow. Blood. Rock. Likely story. Hang on. Was I actually thumped upon thy bonds? We shall find out. By a disgruntled mother who believes the dream of motherhood was not working out. A memory surges to you. You recall looking up at your mother's stony face. Stony, eh? In her hand, she clutches a small sharp knife designed to cut through flesh and organs. Safety points have gone down by 10. And that is out of 10. Your mother looks worried as she reaches out to console you. You recoil away from her instinctively. Maybe we should talk about this later. Mother looks concerned. Tomorrow the real tests will begin. You pass those and you'll be free to leave the basement and everything can return to normal. Meep, meep, meep. Meep. How am I supposed to pass if I can barely remember anything? I suppose it's only fair if you have a chance to ask me some questions in return. There's a shuddering pain racking your brain. You're almost spent for the day. Choose your next words carefully. We've lost comfort points. Now we need to win her over. We're going to avoid things like predator and rock and these. Let us see. Which words convey a longingness for family? Possibly her. Hungry, swimming, pain, rock. Let's try Mother's paleontologist. No? Okay, it doesn't work. Let's try Dad. Where's Dad? Your mother looks down at her hands. The knife-holding hands, remember everybody? Daddy is... He's not here. What do you remember about him? She's still not making eye contact. You search your mind for anything that you can recall about your father. The memory that returns isn't an event or a story, but a smell. He smells like fish. Your mum's stony face cracks into a smile. Then she laughs. Yeah, he did. He did? Does that mean he doesn't anymore? Does that mean it either means he's dead, missing, or has finally got into bathing? Which is very unlikely for a father who's in a family and has ultimately given up. Your eyelids are growing heavy. You're running out of energy. Anything else you want to ask me? Pain. Well, let me ask about her. Possible. Love. Let us try love. Are you okay, Mum? She looks surprised and then looks down at her cardigan. Do I not look okay? You look like you stopped taking care of yourself a long time ago. You try to smile warmly at her. I was worried about you. But it's okay now. I just need to run these tests. How about afterwards we spend the last week of summer break heading down to Radium? A nice hot spring trip will do us some good. Sure. Can I help you somehow? Just focus on getting better. You yawn and your mother takes notice. Blood science monster. This is mother side. Could mother be a experiment? Okay. Experiment. Monster. Rebirth. Me and rebirth makes monster. Grief and manipulation leads to mother. Why am I getting this vibe that mother has somehow... Have I been brought back from the dead? Was it at the expense of father? I don't know. Right, anyway. Sorry, but we've got to explore. Isn't this a very interesting concept? What do you think? Do you think this is interesting? I find it really bizarre. We're mixing these words. We're creating something. Anyway, whatever. Okay. What do you want to ask? Oh my god, like, there's branching of branchings, isn't there? Okay. Do I like fish? My brain is fuzzy. There's a lot of fish swimming around in my noggin. You want to study marine biology, so that makes sense. That does make sense. Your brain is a fish bowl, and you are ready to fill it with fish. Is that what the fish tank's about? The pain surging through your brain terminates with a sudden pull of the plug. Your eyes cut to blindness, and then you feel your body fall forward to be caught by the ropes fastening you to the chair. You flicker in and out of consciousness. The rogue as rogue bolts of electricity wiggle within your neurons. Mum hums a familiar song. A pair of tender arms bear the full weight of your malnourished and sickly form. You are lowered on a lumpy mattress, tucked in routinely and without indulgence. Whoever carried you here was hesitant to do so. Her acts of mothership seem little more than performance. Despite that, you feel a gentle hand lovingly caress the side of your face, and once again the world goes dark. Life. Fossil. Okay. Oh, my head hurts. This is my room? I barely remember it. Oh, whale! Oh, we can click on the room. Oh, this is gorgeous. Okay. Top points for the style. Top points for the style. I'm enjoying a lot of mysteriousness as well. Okay, okay, let's lava lamp. Hot to touch. Light. Doesn't mess with anything. Have a look. A child's drawing. It vaguely resembles a koi fish. James Pond. Bet. James Pond. Envy? James Pond and Predator makes envy. Judgment? I've pulled out of somewhere. Envy seems to have some legs. Not like a fish, though. Light equals sun. Time. Memory. Brox? What's a Brox? Okay. Anyway. I was his child. And I was her child. In this kingdom by the sea. Plushy? Happy? Dad. Memory. Happy. Memory. This is what my dad looked like. I remember him. I wonder what's out there. What's he so happy about? Pisses me off. Okay. Shelf. Here we go. Field studies. She spent a long time working on this one. No one even read it. Bastards. Digging deeper. This book is about evolution. Age. Age and mum. Old. Happy? No, she's not. Okay. Not to toot my own horn, because it's a bad habit and I could go blind. But I'm a pretty strong swimmer. So we got a trophy, swimming. What's in this? Three fish are trapped in a fake world. Yes, trapped again. Responsibility. Ooh, we don't like that. Retirement home. Boredom. Life. Oops. Sad. 101 dinosaur jokes that your friends have your friends roaring. JP. Okay. How do dinosaurs pay their bills? With a Tyrannosaurus checks. This is a child bedroom. Understanding Paleobiology. Helen Tambourine. Wong Wen 7. Even after all those years of studying, my Mandarin still sucks. Oh dear. Right, I think we've done this area. I wonder if they're ever jealous of the birds in the sky. Absolutely. Hug. Okay. Oh, that felt nice. Doesn't seem that bad. I think he's faking it. Okay, my love. This is my special jar of wishes. This human looks strange because it's a monkey. Oh dear. I used to chew on these pencils. Is it July already? It feels like it's been a million years. I thought I was supposed to stay in the basement. Tomato Boy is the coolest. I've read all of the comics. Save the whales. Though it is beautiful when a whale dies, they host an entire ecosystem, did you know? I wish I could shrink down just to see how my dolls live. World's best daughter. I wonder if that's sample size for this was. I wonder what the sample size for this was. Okay. My old locker. I can't remember the password. Let's read this. I wish I could be a powerhouse of the cell. NIMA Chondria. That's very funny, actually. Milk, rice, coffee, and tomatoes. I wonder if Mum had time to pick up groceries while I was gone. Doesn't seem like it. Help Mum file taxes. Mum was always so stressed about those. Dumb bass. Hey, that bass is trying its best. Exactly. The front door. Should I knock for Mum? Yes. Are you awake? Yes. Oh my god, look at that face. You hear her undo a series of deadbolts. Opening the door, only a crack, for it to be caught by the chain lock and held nearly closed. She studies you. She then closes the door. You hear her undo the last chain and open the door again. You didn't clean yourself up? Mother asks. The bathroom door was locked. Her cold demeanour thaws for a moment. Shit. Oh. She pounds her head with a palm on her hand. She gestures for you to go sit on the table while she retreats into your room and unlocks the bathroom. Quick, lock her in. You hesitate, weighing the risk of trapping your mother in your prison. She returns quickly and efficiently. Your bathroom is unlocked. She doesn't take note of you, passing by to ascend the stairs in a staccato of thumps and exits the basements. You fidget in your chair, wondering if you did something to upset her. She's not buying it. She returns, trundling clumsily down the stairs. She holds the railing to keep herself steady, and in her other hand she carries a large tote bag, bulging with concealed items. All right. She calms down a bit and smiles placidly at you. Good morning, NIMA. Meep meep. Good morning. Don't forget to call her Mum, Master Criminal. Did you sleep well, Mom? No. Oh. Disgusting. She's wearing the same clothes from yesterday. She looks dishevelled. It's unclear if she's slept at all. Are you feeling any pain? Yesterday our conversation ended rather abruptly. Your vitals are stable, and you seem to have made a full recovery. Yes, I'm feeling well. Good. She flips up a notebook and makes note of that response. How was your sleep? Any interruptions or strange dreams? Lie to her. Nope. She flips a notebook closed. A fake smile turns into a real one. You're going to do better today, right? Today is going to be a little different from yesterday. With me, I have some items. All you need to do is tell me how they make you feel. Can you do that for me? Yes. Shark! Plushie! She places the plushie shark upon the table in front of you. For some reason, it invokes an unfamiliar feelings within. Nostalgia, sorrow, and most intriguingly, love. Now. Oh, my brain is very busy. Doesn't make me think of Rainbow Boys. The trip, I say. That's the toy Dad got me at the aquarium. Can we go? Can we get tickets? Yes. Let us out of the bowl. Am I a monster? I don't know. What do you think? Are we a monster? We're not. No. It's not really a good time for that right now. Oh man, promise me we'll go sometime, okay? I just like how it used to be when Dad was still around. Memories of your father embrace and fill your mind. He's no longer with you, but the plushie still connects the two of you. Maybe after we're done here. Does that sound good? Yeah, okay. Mum lets out a melancholic chuckle. It's funny, you used to bring this thing everywhere with you. I remember you never let me take it from you, even to wash it. Your father used to say it was starting to look more like a catfish than a shark. He even considered... Is that like an aquatic person's in-joke? I don't know. He even considered buying a second one to switch it so we could clean it when you weren't looking. Hey, he never did, don't worry. After he passed, you were even more inseparable. You wanted to hold on to anything that reminded you of him. You and Mum share a moment of nostalgic silence, reminiscing on the warmth of a face that fades more and more into memory every single day. Mum lovingly pats her hand on your cheek. I'm just glad I didn't lose both of you. Okay, Nima, let's move on to something else. She pulls out a chunk of rock with a strange formation entombed into its surface. This prismatic glow to the rock, an opulized skeleton frozen in time and then cracked open like an egg. Mother hesitates, unsure if she should show you this thing. Still, she places it on the table and pushes it towards you. What does this remind you of? It came up with pain and rock straight away. Oh Christ. Okay, hang on. Oh my god. I'm trying to piece together a story. Right? Say something is up. Dad died, and I don't think Dad died a great way. Could be murdered by something, perhaps a shark. I feel like I'm something different. Or like I'm holding back that I know that I need to escape. Oh, I don't know. What does this thing mean? I'm going to put pride. Yeah. Follow that memory. Do you know why? Okay, yeah, unlocked present. No, won't let me do that one. Won't let me do trophy. I found it. I found that fossil. I found it in Kicking Horse River. You were so happy when I gave it to you as a present. Mum looks pleased. She reaches out and starts to run her finger across the fossil. Yes, I was... It surprised me because you usually don't find fossils like that underwater. It must have slid all the way down from the mountain and ended up there. You start to recall the day that you dived in, the clearness of the turquoise water that made it easy to see the bottom, the rock that seemed to call to you, your mum's carefree smile. It looks like it's broken though. Mother nods, not looking at the fossil. She already knew it was broken. I extracted the fossil after you gave it to me. Some of the imprints are still there though. You feel like Mum isn't telling you everything. There was something special about this fossil when you found it. A reason you ran across the rocks to present it to her. Can I see it? No, not right now. I'm studying it. That's okay. I can't wait until you're ready. I can. Until then, I'm happy to help you in any way I can. Cooking, taking care of the house, picking up after you. It's all fine, so as long as you can achieve your dreams. Oh, I don't know why that sounds bad. Does that sound bad? Does that sound kind of bad? It does, doesn't it? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, damn. Your mother had called you her lab assistant, but all you did to help her was cook and clean. Back then, you told yourself you did all the work for love, but now you can't but feel indignant. It's not fair that I have to do all this work, and you don't even know why. And I don't even know why. All this work? Doing your chores is just the bare minimum. Don't be ungrateful. This project, it's going to fix our family. Bare minimum. You didn't let me leave the house. I felt like I was in prison. You shouldn't have said that. Slap yourself. God damn it. Stop getting over-related to this. It's a story. You had to learn your lesson. What lesson? You really shouldn't have said that. I don't think we should continue talking about this. I want to focus on happy memories today. You are my good and happy daughter, NIMA. She speaks as if she's reminding herself who you are, but the tone is clearly suggesting that you've begun to wander off the script she set out for you. What lesson, Mum? Don't get all righteous with me, as if it's my fault that we ended up like this. You're the one who betrayed my trust. You're the one who put the entire experiment in jeopardy. I was ready to forgive you, for us to go back to the way things were, but it seems you're too spiteful to move on. You're not NIMA. NIMA would never act like this. NIMA would never question me like this. That's it. It's time for bed. Your mother grits her teeth to hold herself back from speaking further. Gruffly, she picks you up by the arms and hauls you back to your room. She deposits you across the threshold of the door and then quickly closes the door behind you. You hear her voice muttering something about controlled stimulus as she stomps away from the door and begins ascending the stairs out of the basement. You messed up. You pushed her buttons too much. She doesn't love you anymore. You banish the errant thought from your mind. After the interrogation today, you want nothing else but the comfort of bed. You find yourself awake in bed. There are heavy weights on your arms. You try to wiggle. Your arms push against a series of tight ropes that bind you still. I told you, she doesn't like failure. Your mother enters your room, wiping a small steel pick with an antiseptic tissue. You're awake. I didn't use enough anesthesia. You try to scream, but you discover your mouth is gagged. That's fine. You won't need it. She leans over you, placing her knee on your stomach to pin you and gripping your face with a clawed hand. The pick inches closer to your eye. Don't blame yourself, says Mother. It's my fault, really. Something must have went wrong with the procedure for you to come out like this. Whoa, wait a minute. She begins to caress your cheek. Her hands are trembling ever so slightly. But that's okay, she says. There's always next time. You feel the blade scrape past your socket and push into your nerves of your brain. Your life terminates with a pop as she severs your brain in half. Suddenly it's dark. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. You spend an eternity in this darkness until a familiar voice. NIMA? Is that you? Oh, Jesus. Alright. Well, you could say that demo was gripping. A very good demo, great art style, great stuff. Love the talk, love the dialogue, great stuff. Very confusing, very mysterious. Full of tests. I don't know if it's a different way to play this demo. Probably is. I probably got the crap ending or something like that. But it doesn't matter, because it was very confusing. Lots of words discovering. I love mishmashing the different words together, finding like different kinds of things you can say. And that was quite bizarre, you know, and then describing that the murder, of course, of the child, which wasn't so great. Very bizarre, very, very bizarre. But why are we locked in? Do you know why? Why are we locked in this basement? What did we do? And then you die for an eternity, serene, and then you loop back around again. Which is much like that philosophical concept. I can't remember where it's from, probably India. But this is that concept that like the universe is cyclic, you know, like eternity is cyclic. So there's multiple eternities, right? So you go all the way around. And so like what will happen is like you and me will die, right? We'll die when we die. And then what will happen is the next thought you have is you waking up in your life again at the next eternity, but from the beginning, right? So you'll be born again, or or however you come into this world. You may not be born. You may be produced through a test tube. We don't know. We don't know. Who knows what goes on behind that camera? But I tells you this. That's the looping effect. That's what I feel that was. I feel like that was another eternity plays out, and then you're back again. All right. So interesting. But what happened? Dad's dead apparently. I don't know what happened with that. And shark, rock, falling, blood. Some lady name, Melanana, whatever her name was. I am NIMA. Am I finding NIMA? Am I NIMA? That's true. Are you NIMA? Are you actually her daughter? Or has something else happened? Did she reincarnate you and drag you back to this point again and again and again? She's affected reincarnation in the sea of fate, in the sea of existence. The sea of reincarnation is you're on an island, life is an island, you fall off, you're in the ocean, you go all the way back round and then back to your life again. And in each life you try to do it better. Each life you try to improve yourself, and improve the quality of your life until eventually, that'd be depressing, wouldn't it? You only live in one time zone. Could you imagine? You know, like I only got to live through. The 90s was good. Early 2000s okay, and then everything got very depressing and very sort of hate speechy and all about how I was a monster and everything like that, right? And then, you know, because we're people and we're not allowed to be people anymore, and then we turned into like commodity consumption machines of a unique breed, and then lost our personalities and our souls into the internet stream, a sort of additional loop of existence bolted onto our lives. And then now, where it feels like everything's going to fall apart any minute. Every day I wake up sometimes and I think to myself, will there be a world when I wake up? Will that big bright flash be the drop of a nuclear bomb when I wake up in the morning? Or will I go to sleep and never wake up because the world ends? Not because I did, but the world did. Who knows? I don't know. It's very deep. It's very mysterious. I don't know what that's got to do with I Am NIMA, but interesting. And I do love like the nod to the psychological effects of being paranoid and terrified of your parents' emotional waves and changeability, making large parts of your childhood very unpredictable and instilling a chronic sense of unsafety. That's not a word, but I've made it up. Unsafety. And so you're just paranoid all the time. You've got to get it right. While all the meanwhile you have your own thoughts of which maybe you feel shame about. And you hold those under and you think, I just got to be the perfect something. And then, whatever that something may be, because it does change every day, so there's no point in labelling it. And then, once you reach adulthood, you're like, well, okay, so what am I now? You know, what is this? And then you rebuild your personality, you rebuild who you are, you re-find yourself, but you also reconstruct yourself out of play blocks. And then before you know it, you're this new person, and you're actually very content with yourself. But you're surprised you made it, because a lot of people don't. And that really blows your mind away, and you feel really calm and really easy. But you always remember back and you think to yourself, God damn, you know, like, is any of this real? But there you are. Am I NIMA? Maybe we're all NIMA in our own little way. Maybe we've all had a NIMA moment where we spotted the cracks in other people's realities, and we realised we didn't fit in them. Who knows? But anyway, I have been the slippery fish of time. And you've been NIMA. Oh yes. An experience of a soul. Your soul. Looping again and again and again. Almost like a prison, isn't it? Until the next video. Bye-bye.